Hi everybody, so it comes down to this. The DR, if you've been watching the series, has been somewhat of a problem child of a bike, but in theory, all that is left to do now is put this bike back together, and I can go and ride it. It's been a long time. Just want to say a huge thank you to Wiimoto, who helped supply a lot of parts for this build, but also supplied a battery I'll be installing in this video. And also a thanks to TW Suspension, who, they didn't give me a discount or anything, I paid them to do the work. But the fact is they fixed a pair of forks, which I didn't think I was going to be able to get going again. Obviously I haven't used them yet, but finally, after months, I can actually put them back in the bike and find out if everything's all good. I'm going to stick some headphones on. And I'll probably time-lapse a little bit as I get things back together. I'm just going to have a quick think about which things I want to put on first. Like, I think I better remount the yokes to the handlebars before I put it all back on. But yeah, I'll work that out as I go. Right, well, there's nothing but to do the doing. I'm going to stick some music on as I say. I'm going to show some of this as a time-lapse because you've watched me put the front end of this bike together before. But I think it'll be quite satisfying to see what... This is how most people know this bike. It will be a full bike at the end of this. I'm going to stick some music on, and I'm going to be listening to Look Mum No Computer. It's a YouTube channel and a music artist who I think is very interesting. I've become a patron of his, if you ever get to see this video. Hey dude, you do amazing stuff. And I'm going to be listening to your music while I'm putting this back together. There was an amount of putting things on and taking them off to try and remember the order everything's going to have to go together, and also remember to put clips and the indicators and stuff like that on. It is now time to do the steering stem nut, which means we're getting very close. However, this is one of the scarier ones because, well, one, I have to use a massive socket. It is 32. It's the largest socket I own. And the spec sheet says that this is... Let's just look down the list for the highest number I can find. There it is. Steering stem nut, 90 Newton meters. That's not ridiculous, but that is pretty damn tight. Yeah, that's what I feared was going to happen. There we go. Just got to get these bars back lined up, but it's nice and easy because these are rental bars, and basically they have a little chart of up, down, left, right marked out on it. And then on the headstock, on the DR anyway, and some other dirt bikes as well, there are little markings, like posts that stick out to like show on there. So you can just literally eye it up and go, yeah, that's right, and be done. Other sets of handlebars, there's no markings. You have to try and just work out what seems right. Right, this is the idiot check time. Tightened those, yes. Tightened these, yes. Tightened these, yes, 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 yes. They're all torqued. That's torqued. Everything's lined up nicely. The forks have got a little line on them, so you can get the height right by eye. So now it's just a case of caliper front wheel speedo cable. Oh yes, again, thanks to Wiimoto for supplying the battery for this build. They've also sent me a couple of more of those notebooks. They send me those notebooks all the time. I use them every day. Thank you, Wiimoto. But also, the bat. The one I'm taking out is identical to the one that's going in, and you're probably going to ask, how long did that last? And I don't actually remember. 3 years, maybe, but it sat for a long time because of all the build and everything. Maybe 4 years. They've actually changed the design of the little chocks that go inside the battery, so now they're the right height, and you don't have to like try and stick a screwdriver underneath them, or the little duct tape trick that I did a while ago. I did show that. Do you know, I spoke way too soon. They're too short. I mean, they're the right height, but they're now too short, and there's a bump there. And if your bike is tilted when you're trying to put the battery in, oh, are you going to be in for some fun? I think it's done. You gonna start? I said, are you gonna start? It's done. Okay, it's done. It's finally done. It is too dark for me to go and film a video on this now, so that video is going to come soon. But yeah, you have seen it. It is back together. Fingers crossed I can actually get to enjoy this bike again. Thank you for watching. If you enjoyed this video, even though I've probably made it quite short, please smash that like button. Subscribe if you're new here. If you want to help support this channel, please consider doing that through Patreon. And keep in mind that I have a few calendars left. Etsy store links in the description. Doesn't feel real yet, doesn't feel real. Bye.